let's get into this. This is a really big war. We played against GT40 and they died, I think 2 or 3 times very early on. And once we saw that, we knew that, this is actually a winnable war. Because GT40 has a history of, winning wars with maybe 1 death, maybe 0 deaths, and things like that. But yeah, once we saw that, we knew this was, winnable, and we had like a confidence booster as well. I think this map was very well planned to not let Herc ramp that much. Although I spoke to Iron Patriot, who's my friend, and he said they didn't really try to do it, but yeah, I guess they're just too OP with defense. So yeah, this fight I have a spot with Herc. I put on regen boost because this is a useless fight, and I just have a whole bunch in overflow. I never really use regen boost, to be honest, but I should. Yes, that was useless. Node 20 was, I think, a Doom or something. I don't remember. Then my next fight is this Nick Fury. This is Iron Patriot's Nick Fury. I think this is his only rank 5. He has like 3 of them. One of them is Hercules, one of them is Doom. So those are his attackers usually. And then he has this defender. I'm gonna use an invulnerable boost here instead of a regen boost just to be safe. I don't think I needed it though, like when the fight actually happens. So you may be wondering, doesn't Herc need his buffs to deal damage? This has power snack. Why are you using Herc? And the answer to that is no, he doesn't. Like, look at the damage he's doing already right now. The Herald that I have here is gonna help me a lot with the damage over time that I take from the recoil masteries. Here I'm just trying to trigger the dex, but I kept failing to trigger it, and then I finally did trigger it. The power stings are healing me, so that's why I'm not using specials. You can use specials if you want to, but I don't think that's necessary. I think it's pretty standard fight. There I do use the L2 just to get some damage going. That was really huge. Then I throw another one. I think I honestly just should have went for L3s instead to save health, but it's okay. I'll just need to heal a little bit. And then my next fight I think is Adam. I'm getting sweet to place white mags here. This defender is Bewees, who is also someone I know. He's a good friend of mine. We used to play together in HC Kingpin. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Sweet to move. I think I tagged him in line or something if he didn't move, but I don't remember if it was here or later. Oh, it's not here, so maybe it's later. Yeah, usually we give Sweet a lot of fights because he's really good, but in this war, I think I just needed the white mags and it was convenient for the way he was going. So in the meantime that he's doing that, I'm just healing. I don't remember if I used the invul on this fight, but you don't need one. It's kind of an easy fight. This doesn't really benefit him at all. It's just a prowess on his L1. I mean, I still have the invul boost because the Nick fight was relatively quick because it's Herc. The reason I won the wags is just for easier, easier time. Now that I've taken this fight, I know that I'm not missing anything, because initially I thought, well, what if there's something I'm missing, because where else would they place him here? But yeah, there was nothing else missing. And he died. Oh, he doesn't die. So I threw the L1 into his Stasis pot. I was trying to nuke before, but that was just my fault. I ate the L1 strategically to get the feat of strength. No, I'm just kidding. That was me being a noob and missing a dex. I think this is where I tagged him in line. Oh yeah, I needed to switch deep wounds and turn recoil off for this. This war was a little expensive on units, but it's whatever. I'll do whatever is needed to win. I opted to use a power star over an invul because Nick already counters the evade. He also has 2 lives, and this is my only Nick fight, so I really don't care. And I actually can dex his L2 if needed. However, I'm gonna stick to L1s. Pretty sure I ate 1 as well, but it's whatever. It's my only Nick fight. I was playing a little bit carefree, but not, dangerous level. But yeah, max deep wounds hits him really hard. The light enders. I think one day I will rank 5 Nick. I just don't know when, because he is really good. We do eat that L1, but like I said, this is my only nick fight. I'm pretty sure I dexed the others perfectly, or maybe I'm lying. This war was a little bit ago. Yeah, I dexed this one good. I'm regenerating from the whiplash. I have my evade counter since I have the tactical charges to do so. He also starts with tactical charges because Quicksilver is an Avenger. I think I took some whiplash damage, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, I switched back recoil on for the next Herc fights. Like I said, a little bit expensive war, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'll do whatever's needed. Just double checking that I have recoil and I'm not going insane, because I don't want to risk anything. And I'm also exiting and going back into the screen because I want to make sure that the white mags is on it. I didn't need white mags here, but it was an extra one, so I just took it anyways. Yeah, this fight is kind of you'll see. A lot of people think that this is not a Herc fight because of his regen and because he's a mystic and all that shit stuff. But trust me, if you know what you're doing, this is a very easy Herc fight. The invul boost I'm using was wasted. The next war I also take this fight and I didn't use an invul boost because you really don't need one if you know what you're doing. There's a very tiny chance that he throws an L. Well, if you let him refine his form and he throws a special and it's fully unblockable, even though you're holding block, then he could melt you to death. However, if you know what you're doing, then you would not need, like, you would not absolutely need a invul boost here. I do eat some hits here. He's just being stingy with his special. He throws it, I throw a light to get closer and I throw my heavy. You don't really need to do that. I just do it because I'm spacing. I'm not going to force intercepts. I'm going to only take them when I see they're safe. Like here, I could have done intercept, but I'm just going to hold until I need to do one. Here, I bait the L2, heavy it. I think the only way you can really die is if you force intercepts. Like that one was a little bit ill-timed. That one connected. You can see the damage I'm dealing, and I haven't used a single special yet, actually. Here, another L1. Yeah, the only thing that I don't want him to do is refine his form. And then that heavy brings him to, like, I think 20-something%. And this kills. And even if it didn't, the red damage afterward would. That's how strong Herc is. So, yeah. That was great. And then we have... oh, I think I told... Was it mine or Sweeta's white mags here? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I don't have white mags. It's Sweeta's. I forgot. That was the next word that I did use white mags here. So while he's placing, I'm just gonna heal up. This is another fight that you might not think is a Herc fight, but you're gonna see very quickly that any fight, as long as you know what you're doing, can be a Herc fight safely. Kingpin special 3 due to, I mean, the big risk that people think is the prowess, right? Herc's base damage does not require crits. Like, it does not depend on it. Since you have white mags, you can safely parry heavy to deal with the falter thing. So I know some people like to L1 to ignore it, but I don't do that. That's my preference. The goal is to either bait an L1 or an L3. Do not bait L2s, because that will what could possibly kill you. Anything else cannot. I'm just heavy countering these. I'm not getting crits because on his base, Herc does not have a good crit rate. It's only on his precisions with his L1. Here, he throws it even though I'm holding block. But good thing is that I was, that he was faltered. I'm just trying to wait out the timers. Here, I don't know what the hell happened there. He dashed in, I threw my special, and I guess I was late on it, but yeah, luckily not to be punished. However, it would not have mattered if I did because I had an invul boost. And if Kingpin, for whatever reason, does get to his L3, you have to remember that he's his stun doesn't do anything since Herc is immune to stun, and then damage is tanked by the invul boost. And even if I lost the invul boost earlier, I would have just L1 there instead of doing the full combo. Here I throw the L2 because I know I'm going to be unblockable with it due to the Herald, and I also know that the Falter timer and my L2 timer is enough to close the gap. So yeah, I'm safe there to do that. I could have waited it out, but then I didn't want his prowess to give him more power and extend the fight further, especially with the, I think it's called Power Reserve node. I think the last Wags here is for Chavez. You definitely want a Wags here, and I have the advanced special 3 boost. I put on a fresh invul boost, and I get into it. I'm not going to lie, it was very, very tempting to take Mangog. I know it's not quote-unquote safe, but if I have a war one day where I can take it, I will. It's not a close one or a dangerous one. Like in off-season one, I'll test it out to see how good it is. I'm fully ramped, 12 charges. I'm doing parry medium heavy. She's not tactic, so she doesn't benefit. I tried to parry her special once, just to avoid giving MD power. If she doesn't use her special, what I could do is push her red. Now that's not a great thing because she gets the reflect damage thing, but it's not a big deal. As you can very easily see, her is doing so much damage. I do not need the L3, but I still throw it just to be safe. Most of the fights that I'm taking, I'm not using L1 for precisions and I'm not using L2 for cruelty. I'm just using basic combos. He's very strong, so take full advantage if you need him. That's the end of my war. GGs to all my friends in GT40. As a planner, it felt really good to play against the champs and to get a donut in RPG. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to support my channel, likes and comments really do help to push the algorithm. Hope you have a good one.